Today, I'm gonna teach Juan how to cup coffee. So the basics of cupping is that we're trying to do as little to the coffee as we can to get the most natural taste, which means just grinding the coffee, putting it in these bowls, and just pouring hot water over it, and then we'll taste it with these spoons.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
First things first, what do you know about ratios?
Nothing.
Okay, so when you brew coffee, you have a specific amount of beans to water. It's always in grams, and you can tell how much you need by a ratio.
Okay.
Today we're gonna use 1 to 16. That means 1 part coffee, 16 parts water.
Interesting.
These bowls hold about 190 grams of water safely, which means not going over the side. If you take 190 and you divide it by 16, you get about 11.8 grams.
What does that mean?
That means 11.8 grams of beans.
Okay.
And if you ground up, I'm gonna give you this grinder.
Okay. I don't want to break it, dude. Say God.
You're not gonna break it.
I'm pulling out the
Break it.
Mine's in the bottom, so don't tap it too hard. Don't tap it.
You dumb.
So Juan, we got our water hot. We got beans in the bowl.
Scale.
We're ready to start brewing. We got our scale ready.
Scale.
Scale. You changed the saying.
Oh shoot.
We have our scale. We're ready to start brewing. So Juan, first things first.
How much?
You're going to pour 190 grams of water
Exactly.
onto this coffee. And in the meantime, don't touch it.
It smells so good.
I know. This is the best part. So what he's doing right now is what, when you make a pour over, you'd call this the bloom.
What is this?
Okay, so now we're blooming the coffee. We're letting the gases get out. That's why you see all these bubbles. And when we hit 4 minutes on this coffee, we're gonna take our spoons and we're gonna break that crust. So we'll see you back in 4 minutes. Next thing, we're gonna break the crust. So we got all that coffee on the top of the water now that needs to go to the bottom of the water. So this is where the spoons come in. You essentially just stir it a little bit.
Okay.
Just get all the grounds as much as you can off the top. Now once you've broken the crust, it's no longer brewing. The coffee is now sunk to the bottom of the bowl and is not brewing anymore. You can do the same thing to this one. So just stir it lightly, just getting the coffee grounds off the top. Now we got all this foam on the top. Before we break that foam smells really good, so let's give it a whiff. I like that one a lot.
No?
This is on and burning my camera.
All right, so Juan, look at this. We're gonna break the foam.
Okay.
We're just trying to get as much of
so
it
sick.
as we can off and just dump it onto the ground. It's this is so the foam has a little bit of a different taste than the actual coffee, which is why we want to get rid of it. You're gonna be an expert after this.
Oh, I can't wait. So you take it.
Yeah, start at the edges. Yeah, work the edges.
Take the foam, remove it.
And
Alright, Strunk, so how should this coffee taste in about 2 minutes?
that's what we're gonna find out.
Oh.
We're gonna wait for it to cool down, and then the whole point of the cupping is to discover what the coffee should taste like. This is how people make tasting notes. When you look at your bag of coffee, they have different things. Like the way they figure this out is through this process of cupping. So we're gonna wait. We got 3 minutes. You take the spoon, you dip it, get a little bit of the coffee, and you want to slurp it.
Oh.
Let it sit in your mouth. Just think about it for a little bit.
How
Give it a shot.
should I describe the coffee?
So think, what kind of undertones are you getting?
I'm getting nutty undertones.
Nutty.
This is really good.
Interesting.
It's very clear. It's not
I'm gonna give this
heavy.
one a try.
It's not heavy at all. It's very light. It's very mellow.
I see what you're saying.
It's nutty.
I think there's nutty undertones, but it's got a very clear fruit flavor. But it's not juicy. It's almost
It's
like
not
dried fruit.
It's not overwhelming. It's very, very minimal. It's soothing. It's like comfort food.
Yeah. All right, take a little bit.
Go.
This one does not have the nutty tones like this one, but this is way more juicy. Where I can describe this one as like dried fruit.
Okay.
This one's like actual fruit. Like I'm tasting stuff like
Give me names. Give me words.
strawberries.
Strawberries.
I'm getting strawberries out
in
of
your
this.
coffee.
I'm getting strawberries out of this coffee.
Whoa.
I'm telling you.
Yo, that's crazy. This is actual strawberries. I'm not even kidding.
And it's what we're talking about.
Wow.
When we smell this coffee beforehand, you immediately say, wow, that's fruity. And then you're thinking, well, it's not going to taste that way. It's just going to taste bitter. It's just going to taste like acid. It's just going to be like how you always imagine coffee to be. But this is just, it's different. When you have a really nicely roasted coffee from a really good region of the world, then you get these really awesome flavors that you wouldn't normally get with grocery store bought coffee.
That is
I'm going to give it
the
another
best
shot.
coffee you've ever tasted.
Oh my gosh. What the heck?
I told you! What the heck?
Dude, it's like, okay, it's like strawberry lemonade.
So I am not a coffee expert. I do not drink coffee regularly. I don't make it. However, I do get a lot of the pictures from our Instagram page, and I make a lot of the videos. So kind of like a 3-part effort going on here. But these guys know all about coffee, and they're insane at it.
I am really happy at how these coffees turned out. I mean, it makes me want to do this, again sometime. Juan, did you experience something new from this?
I'd never tried anything like this before. This was truly next level.
And you've had a pour over before. We made it for you, but you've never cupped coffee like
No,
this.
never. And I definitely will in the future. A ton of content is coming soon. A lot of cool stuff in the works.
Let us know if you want us to do something like this again. Drop a comment. Tell us how we did.
Maybe you might become the 4th Wanderer.
The legendary 4th Wanderer.
Dude.
Cut that.